Hey everybody, I am going to bring you the end of my 2022 stuff because we're already into 2023 and I need to get this stuff taken care of. Alright, before we get started, I am going to ask you to please do all of the things and you know what those things are. Alright, so here's the situation. I haven't been well, you know this. You've seen a couple of random videos from me. This is another one. I'm also having internet problems, so I'm trying to get this filmed because if I have to wait a couple days to get it put up, I want to make sure that I can get it up on time. My plan is to hit the ground running February 1st to get back to updating all of my projects. Keep your fingers crossed for me because I've been having a lot of technical difficulties with my body, my internet, everything else. So, I was part of the Pan Our Way to 5K challenge. And I was pretty close, but I had not hit it. So I'm going to bring you all of the end of the year empties, my December 22 empties, and we will see if I met that goal or not. Let's jump right in with some of the putsy stuff first. Now, I have 2 packages of wipes, which are both fine. This is a TJ Maxx bundle, like one of 4, and then this one is from the 99-cent store, which we have down here in Arizona, and I love, by the way. I have got a Confidence in a Cream from It Cosmetics, which I do like their moisturizer. Unseen Sunscreen from Supergoop, which it was a travel thing, so of course I used that. I have a Grown Alchemist serum that it's just an instant smoothing serum. It felt nice. I used it while traveling, got a couple uses out of that. The Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Face Cream. Well, you know I love the Fresh products, so that was kind of a gimme for a moisturizer. My favorite primer, the Smashbox Photo Finish. And then some of the things that I had done here is the Oribe. I did not know what this was, did not know where to find it, and then I started seeing everybody open their Lucky Bags, the Beautylish Lucky Bags. And Oribe is a product line that they carry. This is the shower gel and moisture cream, which are very nice. I'm sure they're incredibly expensive knowing how much the brand is. So, I mean, it's not something I'm going to go buy. I've got so much of that stuff around. The R & Co Television shampoo and conditioner, which I hated. The Virtue. This one is the recovery shampoo and conditioner, which I had accidentally told you was not good, that this was the garbage one. This one was okay. It was nothing special. I had mixed it up with that one. I did go through a face mask, the Tony Moly I Am Red Wine Pore Care Mask. I don't know if it did anything in my pores, but it's a face mask, so it felt nice. I have a hand cream. This is one of the Nicole Millers. This one was the lavender from my 50 Shades of Green, and so that's done. Then, into some of the larger size things, I had an e.l.f. exfoliating scrub that I had marked way back in February before I left, but managed to finish off. I use this as a body scrub, not a face one. I don't know if that makes too much of a difference to any of you, but it worked nice for that. I had gone through the Apple Cinnamon Shortbread Hemp's 2.25 ounce lotion, which was fabulous. That is a great smell. I loved that one. And of course that stuff is really good. It's moisturizing. I had finished off the French Lavender and Honey body mist that I used as a room spray. Went through one of my favorite scents, Fresh Cut Lilac in my hand soap. Biolage All-in-One Shampoo Scrub, which I didn't care for. This one left it feeling like there was sand in my hair. The smaller bottle of the Way Detox Shampoo. I do like this, and I do have a full size. This is a nice kind of clarifying shampoo. And then, we've got the full-size Bath & Body Works in White Jasmine. Love the scent. It's lovely. Ritual of Jing. This one is the foaming shower wash gel. It comes out straight liquid, so you got to be careful so it doesn't overflow. It doesn't smell bad. This is kind of a pain in the butt as far as delivery methods, in my opinion. I tend to make a mess with that kind of stuff, but it was nice enough. I wouldn't purchase a full size of that. I also keep my Tree Hut Sugar Lips. This is the brown sugar lip scrub. you know what it is. There's only a couple that they have at Ulta. This one and then the mint one, which I don't like. But the brown sugar one is very nice. I do like that one. I have a baby gummy bear Laneige lip sleeping mask. Those are lovely and absolutely one of my favorite flavors. I have got, okay, I have a fresh cleanser. This is just the smaller size, the 1.6 ounce. I was just saying 1.7. It's 1.6. The It Confidence in a Cleanser. I've used minis of these before and it never bothered me, but using the full size, I noticed the orange smell, and orange scent is what I'm allergic to, so that was hard to finish off. I would kind of hold my breath, get it off as quickly as I could. So that one stayed in my shower so I could rinse it immediately, and I just tried to not breathe while using it, which is always a good way to do things. So no, I wouldn't buy that again. The Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. These are reasonably priced. I think they're about 15 bucks. It is a metal tin. It comes with a scoop, which I'm reusing for something else. But A, I like the tin. B, I like the product. It's not the best on the market, but it is a good one. I like it better than the Sephora brand one. It's not as nice as the Elemis. And the pharmacies I had were small. I would say it's fairly comparable, not quite as good as the pharmacies, but price-wise, it's pretty good. I had the Baby CeraVe PM lotion that I went through. I think this was 50 Shades of Green. Nice enough, but nothing to write home about. Not enough for someone as dry-skinned as me. But we do have the La Mer, my stupid, ridiculous, not even quite a quarter of an ounce, just slightly under, incredibly expensive. $48 is the value on this tiny size. Beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Absolutely love it. All right, then we have also got a Peachy Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. I don't think I had this in any projects. I think I was just finishing it off. It's nice enough. I don't need it. It doesn't do a lot for me. It's a little bit of a smoothing. That's nice. But I use so many different serums that are more skincare serums. That's more, I think it's Korean skincare. I think that's how that was founded. So it's a little bit lighter than what I prefer. I have got ordinary matrixyl and hyaluronic acid. They're both good. Now, the hyaluronic acid is something that I do keep in because of the excessively dry skin, being in the desert, blah, blah, blah. This is just flat out good. And honestly, I kind of use this in some ways as a conductor. I'll put on something like the Guerlain, that's the Guerlain Adeo Royal, or a toner or a rose water or something first, then the hyaluronic acid. So obviously I finished that too. And the matrixyl was at night. But then after I put that on, then I'll put on like my niacinamide and my Lancome Genifique, then my moisturizers. Yes, there are a lot of steps involved. Even before I started doing this kind of stuff, my skincare was always multiple steps because usually there weren't as many steps around, like when I started doing this. So I would put on moisturizer 2 or 3 times in the morning just because my skin ate it. So having all these different steps works for me, and I realize that that is completely abnormal, and I do not do this just because I'm a panner. I do this because my skin actually needs it. So all of you out there, no, you don't need to have 17 steps in your skincare regime. It's a very particular thing, and it actually runs in my family. My mom is the exact same way. Putting on multiple layers of moisturizer. For her, she used 3 different moisturizers every morning. It still does. We just have excessively dry skin because of the EDS. So, all right, onward. The Acure Brightening C and Ferulic Acid Serum. I don't know that C does a whole lot for me. It's supposed to be brightening, and you would think at my age that I would have more of the age spots or sun damage. Well, I learned a long time ago that I burn, and half the time I live my life like a vampire where I sleep all day and I'm up all night, so I don't have as much sun damage as you would expect at my age. So C doesn't do a heck of a lot for me. All right, but the reason that I have less issues is because I go through sunscreen. So this is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is the 1.7 ounce. That's an everyday. If I actually get out of bed, wash my face, even if I don't get to makeup, I will get to the sunscreen step, and that's where I'll stop. That is always a necessary thing for me. Then we have got the Revolution Hydrate and Fix Spray. I actually kind of like this one. This one isn't that bad. It's got hyaluronic acid in it, but it isn't a long-wear oil control, and that I don't need. But I do kind of like this for the fix part. I had been using this before I started using the MAC Fix Plus. And honestly, I think that has some alcohol in it, which is not something I should have on my skin. But it does do that same kind of thing where it makes everything kind of blend and melt together. And then the Mario Badescu, this is the Aloe Chamomile and Lavender one. This is just the trial mini whatever travel. Yeah, it's fine. No, I mean, I wouldn't run right out and buy it. I'm not going to, if someone asks me for a spray recommendation, that's probably not the one I'm going to give them. Not a bad thing necessarily. It's reasonably priced, so it's got that. All right, let's talk about some fragrance. So, yeah, it's another Rituals one, and I don't know if we can get this to focus. No, because of where the lighting is, you're not going to be able to tell. All right, Ayurveda. I don't know how to pronounce that properly. This one was nice. Of the ones that I've tried from them, that's my least favorite. Wow. Okay, that wasn't great. That one got me. It's not horrible. It's just not my preference. Let's put it that way. The Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. Nice enough. Didn't dislike it. The Clean in Rain. The little, this one I liked. This one actually was very nice. For some reason, that one appealed to me. Then from my Scentbird ones, I went through Philosophy's Pure Grace, Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, DKNY, and Be Delicious. This is that green apple smell, which is fabulous. Light Blue is lovely. I'm sure most of you have smelled it. Pure Grace is nice. Amazing Grace, Pure Grace, Summer Grace. They're all kind of similar. My favorite from the Philosophy line is Fresh Cream. But these are super handy to have, and they will all be reused, which is another reason that I needed to do this, because I need to decant some of my perfumes into something like that. All right, now the fun stuff that you guys all really like is the color cosmetics, and we're going to start with the cheater, the baby. This was the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip in Rose. This is definitely not my speed for what I like for lip products. We have got eyelash products. The Lancome Sills Booster, which is a holy grail. The It Tight Line. Fantastic, fabulous. If for some reason you haven't watched my other stuff and you're seeing this, that's the baby wand. Beautiful for bottom lashes. This is technically a primer, a lash primer, but this can stand alone on its own power for a mascara. Actually, it's won awards as a mascara, even though it technically is a primer. So, the Pat McGrath, this is the Dark Starter Mascara. I think it was part of a kit. It's okay. I wouldn't pay full price for it. I wouldn't pay retail price for it. I don't even know that I care enough to actually buy it again. If I got another sample, I'd use it, but I could care less. My Holy Grail, the Definicils, the Waterproof in Black. I've always got those floating around. Then we went through an Angel Veil Primer from NYX. This is the regular size. And this actually is number 2 on my list of favorite primers, right behind the Smashbox. For drugstore, although it's like $17, that one is right up there. And then the one I'm most proud of, my NARS Lipstick in Damage, which no, they do not make anymore. So it's not like I could replace it. If I could, would I rebuy it? Absolutely. I can't even give you a swatch because it's so far down it just scratches. But I do not dig out. I have got way too many lipsticks for that, and I don't like the way I would have to apply it after I dig it out. So, That is everything for the stuff that counts towards paying our way to 5K. But you know I'm not going to leave you there. You know that I've got other stuff I'm going to throw at you here. One of the things that I was going to do that I had not gotten around to was I was going to do a 100 subscriber giveaway. And that happened shortly after I got down here, but I never figured out how I wanted to do it, and so it never got done. Since then, I've actually surpassed 150, and I have passed my 1-year anniversary of doing videos on YouTube. So I'm going to do a giveaway. Couple of things. You have to be over 18. It's open to international. You must be subscribed to my channel. Click the like button. Leave me a comment. Publicly subscribed. Excuse me. It's going to be like a random, I'll do a random pick. If you want to be entered in the giveaway, I have to be able to contact you. So either I have to be able to reach you on Instagram. So leave me your IG, because I will probably pick a comment. I will pin it here. And what I'll do is I'll heart everybody's comments. I like to respond to everybody, so this is a very weird thing for me to not be able to do. So I will heart everybody's comments, but then I will actually pin the winner's comment, and I will make sure that I write a response to it. So leave me a way to get hold of you, either an email or your Instagram, if your Instagram is set to public. If we're not friends already, if we're not following each other, then I can message you there. I need to be able to contact you. Now, this is hopefully going to go up at the very end of January. So this is going to be open. I will leave it open through the 13th of January, and I am going to pick a winner on the 14th. And like I said, I need to be able to contact you, and then you'll need to be able to respond so I know where to send all of this. If from the time that I announce on the 14th, if I have not gotten a response by the 17th, I will go on and pick the next person, just kind of so you're all aware. But here's the deal. There's going to be 2 winners, because you know I have fabulous cousins. I tell you all the time how awesome my cousins are. When I started doing this, one of the people who supported me like the most was my cousin Debbie and my cousin Cheryl. Those are the 2 people that supported me the most. Cheryl came up with the idea. She said, hey, when you get to 100 subscribers, I have something for you. She made this. So Cheryl makes journals, ephemera, folders, all of that really cool artsy stuff that I'm not talented enough to do. So she specifically gave me this journal for the giveaway. Okay? And she did the whole works in it, where it's got all of the little pieces and places and tucks and fold outs and cool stuff. And it's got the pretty pages, and it's got all this great stuff. There is so much in here, you guys, that I could spend half an hour just going through the book with you. So I'm trying to do this very quickly, because like, that's gorgeous. But yeah, she made this and specifically said, hey, this is what I want you to do for your giveaway. I mean, it's just beautiful, beautiful. They're front to back. It's gorgeous. So this is going to go to one of you. And because basically what I started this channel as is a makeup panning channel, I thought, well, okay, Cheryl's books are about, I don't know, 60, 70 bucks, which is a decent price. But I couldn't let this go through without doing some makeup. Oh. So we've got some goodies. We've got some oddball stuff too, because I am the crazy train, so therefore you have to know that the things that you're going to win in a giveaway I do are going to have some oddities. But I have a very lovely Sydney Grace bag that you can use when you get all of these goodies, because there's all kinds of stuff in here. I have got a Monster Big Mascara. I have got a crystal lip gloss from ABH. Okay. I have a very cool lip gloss from Notoriously Morbid. I have a liner, liquid liner from Notoriously Morbid. I have got a couple of hair care items, Blonde Me and the Perfect Blonde. I don't know what those are, but hopefully you're blonde. If not, give them to a friend. I have an ABH brow gel. Is this clear? Skinny brow pencil. No, this is in medium brown. That's what it is. I don't use this stuff. I don't know. I've got an eye primer. I've got a liquid cheek. I have got a nail polish. I have got, I don't remember. I think this is a highlighter. I don't remember. It's the Beauty Crop. It's their milk. What? I don't remember what that is. Anyway, one of my all-time favorites, I had to throw in one of the Notoriously Morbid lip balms. This one is Sam's Strawberry Mousse. So if you're a Supernatural fan, this is from the Winchester Gospels line. You will love this. I like them in general. I have got some Briogeo, the Don't Despair Repair, which I do use myself, and I have had full size, and I do like. They are good. And then this one is a Farewell Frizz. It's a blow-dry, like, heat protectant spray. I have not used this one yet because I very rarely blow dry my hair. I mean, like, next to never. It's just way too much work and way too hard on me. I recently made a joke about the item that I was going to pan forever is the NARS Orgasm Blush because, seriously, I think these things are multiplying in my makeup drawers. But I got a brand new one that I thought, well, okay, I'm going to throw this in and make someone else suffer with me and try and pan through this. It's one of my favorite colors. I have been using it for, over 5 years. So, first good quality, high-end, something other than Mary Kay blush that I ever bought myself. Everybody's favorite. I've got a Little Baby Buxom. This one is is this Dolly? White Russian. This one is White Russian. And this is one of their full-on plumping ones. We've got so much stuff in here. Okay. This is a Sydney Grace, and I wrote the color. It's a lip cream. It's in Anne. It came this way. It's never been even cracked open. It is brand new. I have got a clear brow gel. I have got, this is fun. This is a Notoriously Morbid Cosmic Gloss, and it is in Your Prom Invite. This was actually one of the things that was part of their Halloween Advent calendar. So I have one too, but there's an extra one. Okay, I don't know where I cut myself off, but I know that you saw the lip gloss. There's more, you guys. I have a Baby Pretties for Your Face body spray. I mean, Little Baby. I've got 2 of the Sydney Grace cream eyeshadows. And you're going to ask me the colors, and I don't know. It's like an olive green and a really pretty, like, bronzy color. I don't know what the names are. I didn't actually write all this stuff down. I just keep putting things into the bag. Yeah, I've got no... Okay, there it is. Smoke and Mirrors and Camis is the olive one. I'm assuming for, like, camouflage. I have got another Lancome mascara. This is the Idol, which is another good one that I have multiples that I keep in my stock too. And we have a Charlotte Tilbury. I hate it, but that does not mean that most of the world doesn't love it. And this was, I want to say this was a point perk that I picked up for this. This is one of the Matte Revolution lipsticks in Walk of No Shame. So it is not the dreaded Pillow Talk one that every panner out there is trying to finish off, but it is another one of those mini ones, so it's that same gold case. I have a Sydney Grace Loose Pigment in, I believe this is Kaleidoscope. Now this is really cool, you guys. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see all the shifty colors because of where my weird lighting is, but this is really pretty. And it's a really big jar, so you will have it forever. No, I'm kidding. This can only be put down to a crazy train moment because I believe everybody should have a scalp scrubber. I like them. What can I say? So you're getting one. And then finally, the Baby Gold palette that came out at the end of 2022. So there's a whole kit and caboodle. A lot of these are minis, but that's another intentional thing because some of these, I mean, like, these are full size. But the point of doing a lot of minis is because I put so many minis into projects, and I keep joking around that I'm like the sample queen or the mini queen because I've got 80 bajillion of them. So this is going to be prize number 2. Cheryl's book is prize number 1. So 2 winners are going to be picked. What I need you to do in the comments is tell me if you only want to be involved for the journal or just the makeup. And then give me, what kind of emoji should we give me? Let's see. I'm trying to think of one that we don't all use all the time. You know what? Use the words crazy train somewhere in the comments, because that's what I call myself, and give me the train emoji. If you have crazy train and the train emoji in there, I'm going to look and see what your comment is to see if you want both or if you would prefer only one or the other as far as eligibility for the drawings. Does that make sense? So I'm going to actually kind of do it a couple of ways. People that only want to be in for the makeup, it'll be the people that want both and the people that want just the makeup that I will draw from. The people that want just the journal and the people that want both will be in a separate group for picking, and that will be then what I'll do is I'll list everybody out, and I'll use a random number generator to just pick whoever it is. So I don't know what I'm missing. Obviously, I'm not responsible for anything that would happen to be lost, damage, whatever in transit. Once it leaves me at the post office, there is nothing I can do for that other than I'll have a tracking number when I send it. I am in no way affiliated with any of the brands that I have mentioned, aside from being Cheryl's cousin. I am not representative of any of these brands. Any of the other legal mumbo jumbo should be inserted here, okay? And I don't know what I'm missing. I know I've read other people's rules, and I've done the Google Docs to sign up for things, and I've entered different ways, but I don't know. I don't know. So make sure you include makeup, journaling, both, crazy train, train emoji. Got all that? That's a lot of rules. I am not, I actually will put something in the description box, but I am not putting this anywhere in the title or anywhere else. This is just an embedded giveaway. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Like I said, I've been waiting to do that. I just hadn't figured out where, so this seemed like a good spot. Okay, before we get to numbers, I always do my candles. It's a little bit out of control. I had one of the apple cinnamons from the dollar store. This, I don't even know if this was a dollar store or if this was a Walmart. It was a 16-pack of tea lights and vanilla cookie. 3 of the oils for the oil warmer that I used down here. So I've got 2 plumeria and a honey almond. I like the honey almond in the kitchen. The plumeria I use in the bedroom. A vanilla dollar store candle, so bucket order. Then Bath and Body Works. Hot cocoa and cream. Did not burn the greatest. I'm finding that these candles are getting worse and worse, but holy moly, does that smell like hot chocolate. It's fantastic. Old-fashioned cider donut, which also smells very good. Sugar plum fairy. Nice. Marshmallow fireside. Worked best when burned with other things. Strawberry snowflakes. Rather fun. Burned that together with a couple of the other ones, including Frozen Lake. Got another one, 'Tis the Season, where it didn't burn real well. That's okay. We chip these out and reuse them, so it's all good. Just more work for me. Butterfly, which I've had dog fur. I have had a few of these, both triple wick and single wick, and I really do like that scent. Vanilla Bean Noel, always a fan favorite, and something I have around as often as possible. I like to have that vanilla to cut some of the other scents. This one was a BB Wellness. It's lavender and lemongrass. You guys can't see that. There we go. Lavender, lemongrass, whatever. This is lovely. This came from TJ Maxx. So I don't know where you can even find that brand. Then for triple wicks, I have got a vampire blood. I have got another ghoul friend. With all of these that I have burned in the past few months, I am actually going to melt all of that wax together and come up with a red candle. At least I'm hoping. It might be a pinkish red, but it'll be different than some of the pink ones that I've come up with in the past when I've mixed that. I've actually kept all those waxes separate to do that. And then I have a passion fruit and banana flower, which is nice. Kind of weird, but not bad. So that is everything on the candles. Let's just get that out of the way. So that's your end stuff. Let's talk. Oh, geez Louise. Let's talk about some numbers. I went through 19 scented fragrance waxed items. So between the oil, the candles, and the tea lights, which are candles also. 19 items, $231.75, and now my hand is black from the wicks because I had shoved those things into a thingy. I shoved the oil jars into one of the candle holders and I got the wick all over the bottom of it. All right, with all of my empties, which there were a lot, there were a whole lot, it ended up at $547.75. That's not a bad month, you guys. So, I actually had notes at one point. Oh, there they are. Wrong bag. That I managed to... I went through some of the things because I don't have everything here with me. I only have the stuff that was used here. Everything from Minnesota was in my first half of October empties. And that was the stuff that was basically April to October. So from earlier in the year when I was here before I went home, and then from the time I've come back, you're going to see some pictures of all of those. And I will try and insert those at the end. Now, how this works out. I had 48 items this month. Like I said, $547.75, which actually brings me to a grand total of $5,220.25 for the year. We hit 5K. Woohoo! All right. Grand total, I went through 396 items. Now, hopefully you're not listening or you're not watching me say this. I'm hoping I'm putting the pictures in at this point. So hopefully that's what's going on. With the candles, I went through 97 candles or items like that, including those oils. Grand total for the year was $1,547.39, which is insane. Thank goodness I don't pay retail, except for the dollar store and then those little oil warmer oils. Those I actually get for like $3 a piece. If you were to add the candle stuff and the body skincare makeup stuff together, we had a $779.50 month. Grand total of everything that I have counted and used that you have seen in these updates, $6,771.64. Now, some of the fun things that I went through, which hopefully you have seen all of the pictures of, I went through a total of 50 Bath and Body Works items in this calendar year. Now, most of these were not brand new, you guys, but that cleaned out that many from my collection. And that's not including the candles. That is the hand soaps that only I use, that I keep at my sink in the bathroom that I share with my husband, or down here in Arizona where I'm the only one in the house. All of the body mists that I have gone through, the shower gels, the body lotions, all of that stuff is counted in the Bath and Body Works. I went through approximately 13 facial cleansers of some kind or another, 14 facial sprays, and at least 7 primers. That's not a bad thing. That's a lot of stuff out of the collection. Like I said, 396 items total. So let's talk just briefly before I let you go about what I am going to be doing next year. You've already seen, hopefully, my low buy makeup rehab intro that I put up in December. So everything that I do for my January empties, which should be coming around the 10th of the month, and quite frankly is going to be pathetic because I was sick for most of January, so I didn't really get through a lot of items, and I did not update projects. For me, projects are, those empties don't go into my empties until they have been updated in the project. So even if I finished it in the end of December, but never got around to updating in January, it will not go into my empties until you see it in one of these videos, and then it will count towards 2023 actually, because until the prompt is taken care of, the item doesn't count in my world. It just makes it easier for me to keep track of things and not have to move things into too many places. So that's how I do it. I know that's not how everyone else does it, and I realize that's not a fully accurate calendar year assessment, but for my crazy train brain, that's how it works. So I also had talked to Jessica Lee in the Planner Way to 5K, and I had said I would love to do another goal. In addition to my low buy, I still want to keep track of how much I'm using, but I'm not going to try and hit another 5K. I don't have a lot of the half empty items like I did, so I struggled with this. I didn't think that was a manageable thing for me. So we had talked about doing a 2.5K. Now, I know a couple of other people were talking about that too, and I don't know if anyone else is going to be doing it, but Jessica said that she would go ahead and do that with me because it's a smaller goal because she's in her rotation year, not her empty year. So I think that might still be going on. I'm not 100% certain, but either way, I'm going to link Jessica down below. I can't imagine you don't know who she is, but still, I'm going to get you to her channel. If any of the other ladies are going to do this, I didn't get a confirmation from anybody else, but I know a couple of them have talked about it. If they do, I will try and update my description box to include them. And then in the future, I will have them listed also. Because mine is going to be not only the low buy group that I'm working with Danny, Deb, Jen, and Kim. And I know Erica's on a low buy, so she and I are also talking. So I'm kind of all over the place with that, but I will try and get everybody linked in to the description box when I do that first update for you. Now, yeah, there's not going to be much going on until I believe it's going to be February. December. Yeah, my January empties and purchases will be February. That is also going to happen is because I am doing a points-based system, which I created with incredibly strange rules. I will also be sharing all of the things that I'm bringing into my collection so that we can all keep track of the points together to see where I'm at and how I'm doing. That does mean that there will be a section in that video that I talk about new purchases. And anybody, I'm going to put that at the end of those videos. So anybody who is triggered, anybody who has impulse issues with purchasing, because I know there are a few out there, and even I have to be careful with that sometimes too. So I completely respect that. I will make sure that that is always at the end of the videos. And before I start in it, I will give you a place where you can click out of the video so that you don't have to watch the things that I have purchased. If seeing empties even is triggering, skip the videos completely. They will always be labeled, low buy 2023, makeup rehab, empties, whatever it is going to be. All right, I think that is everything. Hopefully this works. Hopefully I can get all this uploaded. Hopefully you got all the pictures. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for supporting me for my first year on YouTube. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really, truly do appreciate it. I love chatting with you guys in comments. I appreciate all the views, all the thumbs up. You guys are great, okay? For something that I was like, yeah, this is just going to be something that I'm doing kind of for me, and I got to meet some people in the community. I was happy with that. This has really, really been fun, and I've loved having different people comment on things and give me ideas and give me feedback, and it's wonderful. This community is wonderful. The panning community is wonderful, and my little crazy train passengers definitely get a special mention, because to put up with me requires a little bit of extra effort. So thank you. Much love and gratitude to all of you. I appreciate you very, very much. I appreciate you spending your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.